Jumping the map now to California and those wildfires that fill up a map and an entire state. In fact, look at this here over my shoulder. You can see those marks there. They show all of the wildfires burning right now at this very moment. For every fire, there's an army of firefighters out through all of that terrain. Let's talk about three major outbreaks getting most of the headlines. A man now has been arrested for starting the line fire. That's down in Orange County, just outside of Los Angeles. That one is only 14% contained. It burns on today. And then here's a side-by-side look at the airport fire and the bridge fire, as they've been called. These two wildfires pose a grave threat to many Southern California communities. There they are right there. Different locations, same scene, glowing fires and smoke rising. Both, though, are not contained at this hour despite the best efforts of firefighters. So let's bring in CBS News Los Angeles reporter Rick Montanez. He's in San Bernardino County over at the bridge fire. Rick, we can see right now you're wearing that mask. Air quality must be a very big concern where you are.
Yeah, Reed, the whole area is filled with smoke. I've been with you for the last 3 days talking about these fires here in Southern California. And here we are in the town of Wrightwood. This is a community known for recreation. There's ski resorts here. And so this mountain community was evacuated last night. Right now, we have firefighters who are doing structure protection on the homes here along the State Route 2 that goes through this community. There have been several homes burned and some potentially destroyed by the fire that came through here overnight. It was the nighttime hours when they had to do evacuations for this community. And we were here before sunrise as we watched this mountainside continue to burn because winds were moving the flames through the very thick and dry brush here. Firefighters doing their best on structure protection. They say they were able to get the community members out of here. Some of them, they had to go and assist them, people who were not mobile enough to get out on their own. So this community, though, well prepared for emergencies like this. Still, firefighters are facing another day with strong winds and all of this fuel that can burn, and they're hoping that more homes do not catch fire here.
Rick, it's always such an eerie sight when neighborhoods are evacuated. It's a quiet scene when only firefighters are there. Where are the people going who are under those evacuation orders?
There's 4 evacuation centers that are open for the bridge fire, and they're scattered because this fire is burning on 2 counties, Los Angeles County side. So the San Gabriel Valley area is where it started, and then it burned through Mount Baldy, another popular area, and then over to this side, which is Wrightwood in San Bernardino County, which is dealing with, again, the line fire as well. So there are multiple areas where people can go, evacuation centers for families to get safety and shelter and stay there for the time being. There's 4 of them open right now. And then, of course, a lot of these communities have large animals or their cats and dogs that are in shelters as well.
Rick, we see you have the goggles on to protect your eyes, the face mask there. You stay safe as well. Our best thoughts for all the people evacuated and the firefighters who are staying back, risking their own lives. Thank you so much for that live report. All right, so let's jump the map now to see video to our monitors outside of Reno, Nevada. This entire region on fire. The Davis fire, this one's now the 3rd largest wildfire in Nevada's history. In fact, we understand at this hour schools are shuttered. Kids just told to stay home, and that's if they can stay home because evacuations are also underway in many parts of that area. This fire is only 31% contained. That terrain in many areas very steep. Weather, we also understand, could fan the flames, so Jess is checking the weather there at this hour.
The winds are the biggest concern, especially in Northern California when it comes to that fire. But I want to head back south real fast. I know we're talking so much about fires, but that's the reality right now over in California. This imagery right here, you see that fire retardant just on the camera alone. It's going to recycle in just a second, and you'll see the time lapse from the airport fire down in Southern California, where just yesterday we were talking about sitting at around 8,000 acres, and now it's up to 22. This fire came through like a storm, and it was relatively impressive when it came to how quick it started moving just from the winds. The winds are the big driving force of this right now, especially dealing with such a dry season all throughout Southern California. Now, mind you, California had a great spring and winter season with a lot of rain and a lot of snow, which created a lot of dry brush throughout the summer months. Now we continue to monitor the airport fire like you just saw, sweeping over that mountain range all the way up into the bridge fire and the line fire. All of these together are causing air quality quality alerts widespread throughout Southern California as we head into the coming days. And you saw his report too, wearing that mask. That's the reality for many Southern Californians as we head into the coming days. That smoke plume stretching over into Las Vegas with air quality alerts and red flag warnings still in effect. Now, wind speeds today, as we take a look at Futurecast, anywhere up to around 15 miles per hour at max for the most part in areas like Long Beach, stretching over in San Bernardino. And as we take a look below me, one thing I do want to mention too, it has to do with the temperatures. Daytime highs today all throughout Southern California are a lot more bearable compared to yesterday and the day before, where we were dealing with record-breaking numbers, triple digits, just 2 days ago and over in Los Angeles. And now we're talking about 70s in the forecast there. So better conditions when it comes to temperatures, at least for the firefighters with their boots on the ground. We continue to monitor the rest of the states, though, and we have more on the hurricane coming up in just a bit, Reed.
Okay, Jess, thanks so much for keeping us informed.